Hello folks. I've been testing many quads with cameras, gravity modes, one key returns, flips and dips and flops and dops, I'll tell you. Also note that I'm not married to any manufacturer, and I get email ads from everybody. Well, Nitroplanes and Xheli a while back sent an ad about their new camera quad from Hero RC, and that it was coming soon. So, well, guess what? Mine came yesterday, and with the winds very low, I decided to show it to you. Then this morning, in the sun and wind, I show you some of the camera shots I just took. Remember, air is always full scale. Multi-rotors for sure are hard to see what direction it's flying and going, and you have to depend on the lights, especially in the dark. So I wish there was a standard like SAE for automotive that everybody had to use the same light setup so people would get used to flying different machines. I favor on the quads front lights that look like headlights, yellow or white or even blue on the front, and rear lights that are red like a car tail lights. That would make it pretty simple. Well, since I have so many small quads with lights that are red on the back, it's not easy to get used to the others, especially in the dark when I'm known for spending a lot of my time flying in, day and night, with Aerofly and others. A calm day would be good, as with all small machines, they get tossed around in the wind, and this one's really light to boot. You could put it in the headless mode and never fly more than 10 feet away also. Although headless mode may be great for a non-pilot, it's really a nightmare for a helicopter pilot like me, because we depend on seeing something that's distinct on the machine, like halo or something. You can tell what's going on, especially when doing 3D. I usually put the stinger on the nose. I'll probably do that for this also. The two is pretty good, and you're seeing what I see. I'll shoot some in the dark, some in the dusk, and then we're going to put it in the sun so you can see the way the pictures and video turned out in both ways. Well, don't get me wrong, I'm not slighting this XQ6. I'm just pointing out my piece about lots of quads with unusual lights and noise. All quads are noisy, not just this one. They make lots of noise, and if you have a camera that records the sound too, you're going to have a lot of turning down the volume as I'm doing right now. It works good after you land, though. You can hear the people talk after you land. They should have a boom way out away from it, or some kind of a noise suppressor. Okay, here's a couple of things that I do like. The XQ6 came with 3 sets of batteries. They're all 500 milliamp, and they get a good 7 minutes out of every flight. If you have one of these multi-chargers off one USB port, you can have batteries ready to go anytime. I really like this setup. Also, the Hero RC quad came with a 4GB SD card already in the camera. I like the looks of the camera, and it seems more solid and well built compared to the others I've tested. Next is the tall legs. It makes it easier to fly in the grass, and the camera doesn't have to get buried. I think I much would have preferred the white one now that I see they're available. I think it would have been easier to see in the dark, especially the light shine off of the white. I also like the style transmitter. It's old school compared to those tiny football shaped ones, that are coming with some of these tiny quads. It's switchable from mode 1 or 2, has buttons that turn on and off that functions easily. I like it. And for example, up throttle trim is still picture, and down starts the movie, and you just press it to stop. Also, it has a high and low function on the top left, and the version button is really easy to reach. And for sure, the best part is the flying. It's not bad at all. The gyro system holds well. Okay, enough of the intro. Let's see how it flies. Actually flies pretty good. I don't know if it'll flip. Whoa. I don't know how I did that. You try it. So the camera's pointing at the front. All right?
Yeah.
Well, there you go, folks. You know, I like this machine. It's simple, it flips at a seeable rate, it takes fairly good stills and video, and has extra batteries for that extra flight time. You know, I got mine from Xheli.com, and I must say it doesn't look like a clone of anything I've seen, so I don't think it's a bad deal for $75 including the card too. Well, thanks very much for watching, and hopefully I answered any questions you had about this machine today, and happy flying. We'll see you next time.